Welcome to Newsletter Guru TV, your show with a boatload of smart marketing and business building advice, and a little fun along the way.
This episode of Newsletter Guru TV is brought to you by Jim Palmer's famous No Hassle Newsletters Master Reseller Program. As a marketing coach or business consultant, you know that the fastest way to help your clients increase their profits is by getting more repeat business and more referrals from their current customer. And the best way to do that is with a monthly customer newsletter. Now, instead of simply recommending that your clients use a customer newsletter, you can provide them with an amazing done-for-you newsletter. The No Hassle Newsletter Master Reseller Program is a complete turnkey newsletter system that solves your client's biggest need, makes you a marketing hero, and also adds a lucrative new revenue stream for your business. Become a master reseller today at www.nohasslenewsletters.com.
Hey everybody, it's Jim Palmer, the Newsletter Guru, and I am committed to helping you build a more profitable business faster. Last week was such a big hit with my buddy Nathan. We were the co-stars of Newsletter Guru TV, although you stole the show, didn't you, buddy? You were the big star. And last week we talked about release and how to let go so you get more done. And today I want to talk to you about leverage. Leverage is one of the key factors because you only have so many hours in the day. So how do you get so much done? People ask me that all the time. One of the things I do is I have 9 virtual assistants, and so I'm able to leverage the skill and talent of others. Hey, you're pretty noisy there, buddy. So I'm able to leverage the skill and talent of others to get my work done, and so I can concentrate on high revenue generating activities. So I have people that help me write, that update my websites, that broadcast my videos, that do all these different things that are what, you know, that I could hire for anywhere from $10, $30, $50 an hour, whatever the cost or whatever the task may be. But it allows me to focus on marketing, on the vision for my business. It allows me to focus on coaching my clients and spending time with my big buddy Nathan. And it also allows me to focus on running my mastermind, writing books, and going out speaking, and that is really high revenue generating activities. But one of the things I want to do on this week's episode is bring on another co-host. Do I dare share the camera with somebody else? Because you are so cute. But I'm going to actually bring on Nathan's mom, my daughter Jessica, who started a business 7 months ago just so she could be a stay-at-home mom to this little guy. And we're going to talk about how she used leverage in the business. Jessica is, by the way, the owner of Are you saying Entrepreneur Support Services? All right, so hold on one second. We're going to go see Jessica. All right, so we're now here with my daughter, Jessica Palmer Rhodes. How you doing, honey?
Good.
So Jessica was one of 6 entrepreneurs that I featured in part 3 of my book, Stop Waiting for It to Get Easier, Create Your Dream Business Now. By the way, I interviewed 6 entrepreneurs who have either started businesses within the last 12 to 18, 24 months, and also somebody who has grown. 2 people who have actually grown businesses from where they were, investing heavily in their business right now, even in the crappy economy. So I thought that's pretty cool. So by the way, get your copy of that book at Stop Waiting Book. Now, no wait, it's called
Stop Waiting Book.
Thank you, stopwaitingbook.com. Stopwaitingbook.com, right there. Okay, so one of the things, as you know, today what we're talking about is how to use leverage. And I'm so proud of Jessica. She started a business 7 months ago so she could be a stay-at-home mom to my awesome grandson Nathan, who you met a little while ago. And Jessica, so literally in the last, well, first of all, tell us about the 2 businesses that you run.
So my first business is Entrepreneur Support Services, and it's a virtual assistant business. So I do Pinterest marketing, I design infographics, I do client support work, and so that's a totally service-based business. And then I launched InterviewConnections.com because as I was doing interview scheduling for my dad and for some other clients, I realized there was this really a big need in the industry for someone to be booking guests, and also there was a need for people to have someone booking them as guests. So I launched InterviewConnections.com to really fill that need for podcast hosts as well as for guests, to really connect those 2 parties to make that podcasting a much more profitable and time efficient task, because podcasters and radio show hosts are, for the most part, having their shows so they can build their brand, build their business, and it's not something they want taking up 40 hours of their week. So InterviewConnections.com really just takes up a lot of that time off their plate, makes things a lot more efficient. And I've been connecting a ton of really interesting people with really motivated podcast hosts.
And so, gosh, there's so many lessons there. So number one, an episode I did a long time ago, and also it's a chapter in my book, The Fastest Way to Higher Profits, was listen, learn, and profit. So Jessica, as she was first started working for me, and one of the things I had her do was get interviews, because that's one of the great things you need to do. I actually pay somebody to get me interviews, so you get that exposure. And in doing so, other people are asking, how are you getting all these interviews, Jim? And I introduced her to Jessica. So that's number one. So there was a lot of proactive work, investing in my future growth and profitability, as I'm always saying. But as other people were observing, Jessica actually created her second business, interviewconnections.com, which is really cool. And the other thing that I think is really sharp is that you've been in business for 7 months, which is pretty cool. And she went and started her second business, and just in the last couple of weeks, you actually hired your first VA.
Right. Actually, I did. I took on somebody to help me with design work because, like I said, I do custom infographics. I design promotional graphics for podcasts, and it's something that I've been doing. I've been what our friend Michael O'Neill would call solopreneur, but I've been growing. I've been taking on new clients. I have people that are really interested in my services, and it's becoming impossible for me to do everything by myself, and I can't grow unless I have people helping me out with tasks that can be done better, faster, cheaper.
And so first of all, there's another important lesson there, and the lesson is, even though you're only 7 months in and you're now spending money, so to speak, which is not the right language. I want you to correct me. What are you doing right now?
So I'm investing in my future
growth and profitability, right?
Yeah.
And so, there comes to be a point, even when you've only been in business 6 months, 7 months, 5 years, whatever it is, there comes to be a point where you're only going to be able to do so much. And you even might be at a point in your revenue where you can say, well, I can't really afford it yet. But if you don't invest in your future growth and profitability, you're never going to get over that hump. It's like a big speed bump. So Jessica very smartly invested in hiring somebody that's going to do some of the other kind of what we'll call a mundane task, but now she can go out and keep meeting clients. She can keep marketing her business. She can keep doing interviews herself. You're a rock star in these podcasts and things. So you have to invest in order to grow your business. That's a big lesson there.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I really had no choice but to hire a designer. And I role descriptions. I'm looking for an assistant, a project manager. I mean, right now I'm at the point where I could just say no to people that are being referred to me and to new clients, but that's ridiculous. Why would you say no to new business? So it's literally, it feels like a cart before the horse, because I have to spend money first in order to open up the opportunity to grow even bigger than I'm at right now.
So one of the exciting things that I'm watching, and obviously, helping you and coaching you and being part of your business, is the interview connections, because, one of the things that's just exploding in this country are podcasts, which is a great way. I mean, it lets you have your own internet radio show. So it's very cool from a positioning thing, but there's also a need there, because one of the ways that you're going to get downloads and build the popularity of your podcast is to have great guests. So Jessica is filling that need, which is kind of cool. And then, while you've been doing that for 3 months now, I think, or?
Well, Interview Connections launched just over 2 months ago.
So while she's been doing that, there's people who want to be booked on podcasts. So not podcast hosts looking for guests, vice versa. So actually, literally within the next couple of weeks, that's going to be kind of another level of service that she's going to be offering. Again, listening for the need, solving somebody's pain, cure their pain, and you can generate another revenue stream. So I'm really proud of you, honey. You're doing such a great job.
Thanks.
You're doing awesome.
Thank you.
So folks, I would dare say, if you found some value out of this, please share this. And if you didn't find any value, just rewind it and go watch it again, because this was chock full of entrepreneurial wisdom and nuggets. So if you're watching this on Facebook or YouTube channel, Newsletter Guru TV, just click the share link, and that will allow you to share it. And also leave a comment. We get tons of comments. I always love reading your comments, hearing what you're thinking, and you also give me some good ideas for future episodes. We're in our 5th year now. We've never missed a week, and believe me, every once in a while it's like, what am I going to talk about? So keep your comments coming and keep your questions coming. And before the day's out, look for ways that you can add more value to your core business. Just like Jessica started out with Entrepreneur Support Services, starting added more value in Pinterest and getting interviews and things like that. And the more value you have, the more your clients will stay longer. When they stay longer, they spend more and refer more. That's always a good thing. And do something nice for somebody today. Random acts of kindness. We sorely need them in this world and wherever you live. So go do something nice for somebody. It could be wave them into traffic. Just tell them, hey, I like your shirt. I like your coat. Do whatever you need to do just to put a smile on somebody's face today. And be sure to check out Stick Like Glue Radio. That is my podcast. It is the only podcast dedicated to helping you create an everlasting bond with your customers so they stay longer, spend more, and refer more. Again, all great things in your business. And finally, be sure to get your copy of Stop Waiting. What are you waiting for? Stop waiting. Stop waiting for it to get easier. Create your dream business now. And really, what's contained in this book will help you create your own economic boom. My business has grown dramatically over the last 3 to 5 years, and what's got to be the crappiest economy ever, I will teach you how to do it. Just go get the book, stopwaitingbook.com. I think we hear Nathan right over there in the next room. So you probably hear him too. So until next week, my name's Jim Palmer. I'm the host of Newsletter Guru TV, and I'm committed to helping you build a more profitable business faster. And we'll see you this time next week for another great episode. You take good care.